Casey Anthony trial, we heard the verdict today, which a lot of people were shocked by. She was found not guilty.
I T-voted.
Did you really?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I think the last person on the planet to T-vote would be Michael Shure.
Yeah, I wasn't really that interested. I mean, I'm always interested in the people that think there was a miscarriage of justice. I'm always interested in those people
That is always
yeah.
Let me just say something. We have this is the first time we're bringing up the Casey Anthony trial on the Young Turks. We've avoided the story. And look, personally, I didn't avoid it because I had anything against it. It's just that for a story to be national news, I think it should be something that really affects the American people, right? Like something, totally. For instance, you know, the debt that we're in, the economic situation, that's real news. Citizens United, that verdict, that ruling was a big deal. That's something that we should have been making a big deal about. But whatever, we ignored the story until now. The verdict was announced today. And I thought it was fascinating because I personally thought that she was going to be found guilty.
Yeah, I did too.
I think everybody did.
What little I knew of the case, it sounded like she'd been guilty.
Right. They had a lot of circumstantial evidence for the case. However, they did not have forensic evidence. So when the jury deliberated for 11 hours, by the way, they could not prove her guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. So they found her not guilty in murder and manslaughter. She was found guilty of providing false information to a police officer.
Yeah, like 4 counts of that, right?
4 counts of that. So she will be facing consequences for that. But everyone in the internet, most people on the internet, most of my friends, everyone that I talked to today about this case was shocked and surprised that she was found not guilty. But here's the thing. I think that our justice system worked in the way that it was supposed to in this case. Now, am I saying that I think she's innocent? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that we are supposed to prove people guilty, not prove that they're innocent. So in this case, there was reasonable doubt, that she was guilty. And because of that, the jury found her not guilty when it came to murder and manslaughter. So
yeah, I think you're right, and we always have a tendency when these things happen to want to sort of say, oh, these jurors didn't. It was unanimous. These jurors were unanimous in the way they saw this, and they saw evidence, and they were there every day, and occasionally juries get it wrong, but find me a better system. There isn't one, and I don't know if she was guilty or innocent. She was crazy, and the jury saw through her craziness to say that that first-degree murder. And again, the prosecutors may have gone too far here in trying to get first-degree murder. It seemed like maybe they were to try, but again, the manslaughter, they didn't get a conviction there either. So maybe I'm wrong. Yeah.
There was, one tidbit in the case that I found fascinating. So her daughter was missing, and she had not reported it. That was, the one thing that the prosecution really focused on. And while her daughter was missing, she got a tattoo in Italian that said, "Life is beautiful" or "Life is great." Right. And for some reason, that was the part of the trial that really stuck. When I heard that, I just couldn't forget it.
Right.
And I was like, if your daughter's missing, I don't know, I wouldn't get a tattoo that said, I wouldn't get a tattoo, period.
You wouldn't get a tattoo anyway, but that doesn't make you guilty of murder.
Exactly,
either,
and that's my case.
And just her personality and her craziness, because then you can say, and this is all about reasonable doubt, you could have somebody come up and say, I got one that said life is beautiful, so that I looked at it every day and it reminded me that life is great no matter what bad things can happen. Right. Life is a gift and I want to keep living it. I mean, I'm not saying that's what she said or that's what she was thinking. I'm dubious as to what her motives were, but the point is she was found innocent, and that's what happened. So all these people who are disappointed and cry for it's terrible, and it's about this child who lost its life.
We are wearing awesome t-shirts today. It's not as obvious as it should be.
Yeah, this is...
It's a Matador. I wanted a shirt that looked cute and was comfortable, and this was it. But unfortunately, the logo isn't large enough. It's very silky and soft. Do you feel the softness?